Hello lovely folk, and welcome to the first part of, well, what we're doing now, which is basically lying on your back, stretching your legs to the ceiling, or Supta Paschimottanasana. I'll try that again. Supta Paschimottanasana. Sanskrit's never been my strong suit. However, understanding what goes on inside seems to be my strong suit. Let's take a look at the essentials, because it is the inner landscape of the posture which is the most important thing. Doesn't matter what the outside looks like, as long as the inside is doing the thing that it needs to do. What is that thing? I hear you ask, or at least I hope you're asking. Well, that's creating what my dear friend Charles calls Huang, because in the school of Neigong that he studies in, the inner spaces, according to Taoist and Chinese wisdom, is called Wang or Huang. What does that mean? It means that, for instance, in your abdomen, you have your tummy muscles and the inside tummy muscles, the transverse abdominis, all of those bits and pieces. But then inside that, you have a sac called a peritoneum. And it's almost as if, especially in the warm-up set that I was teaching someone the other day, that the peritoneum is pulled away from the muscles and fabric that surrounds it. And when it's pulled away, a little bit of a space or huang, a cavity, is created in there. And when your mind is put into that cavity, it's almost like it generates energy. It's not almost like it generates energy. It generates energy. A bit like when you put your phone charger into your phone, it builds up the battery. When your attention, your awareness goes into the spaces or the cavities of the body, it generates energy. Holding your awareness there is another point entirely, which is why I hope that you are practicing some form of concentration, because that always helps. Let's take a look at how we can feel spaces appear inside the body. First of all, want to sit down and place your hands on the floor and really push your arms straight, so you feel that the front of the arm and the back of the arm is straight. The elbow isn't overly locked, but it is straight. The hands are flexed. And then hold that for a period of time. I don't know, it's been 10-15 seconds so far. And then recreate that and stretch it forwards. So you have the same amount of tension inside your arms as you stretch forwards. Notice what that feels like. Not just physically, but how does your mind feel? Where is your awareness? How far are your eyes and ears reaching outside of your body? That's what a certain level of tension or vigilance feels like everything is firing. That doesn't necessarily create the huang, the space inside of the body. So we're going to do something different. We're going to set it up the same way so you have that same sensation to begin with. We're going to take the arms long, activate the muscles, and then we're just going to let go and slide the fingers forwards until we feel the fabric or the flooring in front of us. And then we're just going to reach through it as though we are going to touch something in front of us. And then we're going to consciously relax all of the muscles that were tight. So in contrast, we're going to relax them so we can reach a bit further forwards, and we can reach a bit further forwards, we can stretch a bit forwards, and we can stretch a bit further forwards. And for me, it's almost as if the fabric goes from being something solid, like a denim, to something stretchy, like it's got lycra in, and we then lengthen the fabric of the body. And as it lengthens, we start to feel things pull away. We're going to try that once more, and we're going to add a new dimension, hopefully. If you're following this far and you're feeling it, we'll add a new dimension. If you don't feel it, it doesn't matter. Go back to the very first thing so you feel the structures. Because first of all, you need to feel a structure in order to fill it. You need to feel a structure in order to relax it. So you get that contrast between the release inside and the connection holding it. Lots of words here, but hopefully you're getting the energy behind it, or you're getting what I'm pointing towards, because what I'm pointing towards is something a little bit intangible. I hope you're doing the same thing with me. You don't need to have it explained a second time, do you? No. You feel as though you're reaching, but then what you do is with the palm of the hand, as you're reaching forwards, you open the palm of the hand, almost as though You're not trying to stretch it, but you're just trying to open it, almost as though this space becomes more like a soft diaphragm, permeable. And so as you stretch, your mind starts to try to become aware of the ambient temperature that's there, or how far away the floor is underneath it, or how much heat is coming from your body. And as you continue to reach, something happens. My body starts to reach with that intent. And now I feel as though there's a big hollow underneath my armpit. And as I reach into that hollow and through that hollow, something appears through the center of my arm and comes out of this space here and out of my fingertips. If I spend a lot of time inside that space, that feeling of space, which literally runs through the inside of the bones and the fabric of the fabric that joins these two bones together, it's an amazing kind of mesh. When you feel something traveling through that out of the palm of the hand, that to me is the generation of some kind of energy, some kind of force. Having found all of that, moving swiftly on, because we don't want to spend too much time here. You can always rewind it and watch it again if you didn't understand it the first time around. I will shuffle my way back through the tunnel of delight towards this wall, and I will lie down on my back, quite close to the wall, as though my hips are almost touching the wall. I'm here, and I then swing myself 90 degrees, so my legs are up against the wall. My legs are going to be relaxed, funky socks, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to press against the wall, or the cupboards in my case. Practice tensing, then releasing the tension to try and reach toward the ceiling. And as you reach, pay attention to what happens in your body and your legs, because that is what we're going to look at next time. So in short, welcome to this new batch of videos exploring the inner world of a posture. In this case, it is the posture of lying down on your back and stretching your legs. We're doing an easy version, first of all, with the legs up against the wall, because I don't want to put your body under strain, your nervous system under strain, because when you open up the spaces inside the body, it can be quite challenging. Well, it is, in fact, very, very challenging. So we want to take as much challenge out of the body so you can focus on the good stuff, on the thing that actually makes yoga postures. That's enough from me for now. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Stay warm, stay well, and bye-bye.